Evidence Christian is not following Jesus but following Paul. Who is Paul? Is he a prophet? God a miracle? Disciple of Jesus? I have never met them. It is said that they have heard of Jesus, but that is just uncertain information. The person is not clear. What's more, what Paul said was not believable considering his past, but Paul himself on his claim admitted that he erased it or not. Paul also admitted that he had distorted all the teachings of Jesus. Let's discuss the pure teachings of Jesus and Paul's teachings. Here are 10 Paul's teachings that contradict the teachings of Jesus. Let's see. Presented by Farhan. Teachings of Jesus versus teachings of Paul. Number 1. The teachings of Jesus. Jesus is God's messenger, God's creation, God's intermediary, and never asked himself to be God. John chapter 17 verse 3. John chapter 5 verse 37. Paul's teachings. Jesus is Lord according to Paul's statement. 1 Corinthians chapter 8 verse 6. Number 2. The teachings of Jesus. Jesus did not abrogate the law. Matthew chapter 5 verses 17 to 19. Paul's teaching. Condemning the law according to its statement in Galatians chapter 2 verse 16. Number 3. The teachings of Jesus. The teachings of Jesus are the fulfillment, nasik, of several laws. Matthew chapter 5 verse 29. Matthew chapter 5 verse 30. Matthew chapter 5 verse 34. Teachings of Paul. Disobeying the fulfillment, nasik, of Jesus and replacing it with a new teaching from Paul. Romans chapter 10 verse 4. Number 4. Teachings of Jesus. Jesus was circumcised at the age of 8 days according to God's command. Luke chapter 2 verse 21. Genesis chapter 17 verse 10. Genesis chapter 17 verse 14. Paul's teachings. Christians do not need circumcision according to Paul's statement. Galatians chapter 5 verse 6. Number 5. Teachings of Jesus. There is no inherited sin in the teachings of Jesus. Mark chapter 10 verse 14. Ezekiel chapter 18 verse 20. Paul's teachings. Christians teach that there is sin inherited from Adam according to Paul's statement. Romans chapter 5 verse 12. Number 6. Teachings of Jesus. Jesus commanded many ablutions during fasting and taught prostration and prayer during prostration. Matthew chapter 6 verse 17. Matthew chapter 26 verse 39. Exodus chapter 40 verses 31 to 32. Numbers chapter 20 verse 6. Genesis chapter 17 verses 2 to 3. Paul's teachings. Christians teach singing in the church according to Paul's command. Colossians chapter 3 verse 16. Number 7. Teachings of Jesus. Forbid living in luxury in the world. Matthew chapter 6 verses 19 to 20. Paul's teaching. There is no prohibition against luxury living in Christianity. Number 8. Teachings of Jesus. Jesus died wrapped in a shroud. Matthew chapter 27 verse 59. John chapter 19 verse 40. Paul's teaching. Christians who die are given neat clothes and wrapped in a coffin. Number 9. Teachings of Jesus. Jesus did not cancel the stoning. John chapter 8 verse 7. Paul's teaching. There is no stoning in Christianity. Galatians chapter 2 verse 16. Number 10. The teachings of Jesus. Jesus did not make a new religion. Matthew chapter 5 verses 17 to 20. Paul's teachings. Christianity is a new religion that was born in Paul's time, after the time of Jesus, but carries the name of Jesus. Acts chapter 11 verse 26. That's a list of contradictions in the teachings of Jesus and Paul. There are many more actually proofs that Christians are not followers of Jesus but followers of Paul. Thank you for listening to Chanel E. Far and Far Look. Don't forget to share and subscribe.